Hello everyone, this is Kiran Gaikwad, Assistant Professor, Department of Pharmaceutical Chemistry, Kelly College of Pharmacy, Belgavi. So today we'll discuss about the impurities in pharmaceutical substances. Objectives of today's topic is what is impurity, why we need pure compounds and sources of impurities. So you will understand that what is impurity, why we need pure compounds and what are the sources of impurities. So what is impurity? Impurity is any chemical or non-chemical substance which is present in the pharmaceutical substance. Or you can say impurity is any material that affects the purity of material of interest. So the impurity is any substance which actually present in the pharmaceutical substance other than its active pharmaceutical substance. So impurity means undesired particles. So why we need to remove this impurity? Why we need pure compounds? Because if impurity is present in the pharmaceutical substance and if that impurity is toxic, then it may produce toxic effect in our body. And also there are other effects that it may affect on the stability of the active material. It can also affect the purity of the compound. It can reduce the active strength of the pharmaceutical substance. So the activity of the compound pharmaceutical substance will be lower. Or also it can alter in the other formulations or other substances which can be used in the formulations or the in the substance synthesis. So that's why we need to remove the impurities from the pharmaceutical substances, or we need pure compounds. So there are many impurities, but there are specifically common impurities which are found in the pharmaceutical substance, and those are lead, arsenic, iron, chloride and sulfides. So these are the few which are mentioned here. So now we'll see the sources of impurities. What is actually source of impurity? Where in that pharmaceutical substance impurities occur? So there are many sources of impurities. So we'll discuss few here. So first one is raw material used in the pharmaceutical preparation. So if you say in the pharmaceutical formulations or in the synthesis of the new drug, we required raw material. It may be a reactant, it may be a solvent, or it may be a reagent which is used for synthesis, or there are solvents, or there are drugs which are used in the formulations. We need to have those drugs pure. Why those drugs are required to be pure, or those pharmaceutical substances should be pure? Because if impurity is already present in that pharmaceutical substance, then that can be transferred to the formulation or here in the synthesis, and that can be carried with the formulation into the end process. So this is the raw process, is the one of the source of pharmaceutical, source of impurities, and we need to take raw material pure in the process of avoid the impurities. The next one is methods and process of manufacturing. So this is another process which can produce the impurities in the pharmaceutical substances, mostly in the synthesis and the formulations. The reagents employed to eliminate other impurities. We use many solvents or the reagents to eliminate the impurities which may form in the synthetic process. So when we use those reagents, that we have to check those reagents should be compatible with the pharmaceutical substances, or if those reagents are not compatible, then there is the chance that those reagents may produce or react with the reagents or the reactant and produce the other impurities rather than eliminating the impurities. Another is equipment used in this process. So mostly preferred equipment in the reaction process or the manufacturing process is the glass material. If we use other than glass material, we need to check the compatibility of this pharmaceutical substances with that material. Otherwise, those material will react with pharmaceutical substances in the process of synthesis or the manufacturing or formulation process, and there will be a production of or the formation of impurities which will be unknown to us. Intermediate generated during the synthesis. So there are, when before beginning to the synthesis, we need to understand what, or we need to check for the possibilities of impurities which can be formed, or we can say the intermediate which can be formed. So intermediate are not the final products, and if those are not the final products, and along with those intermediates, if there is something or other than intermediate which is forming in the process of synthesis, then those are called impurities. And those, to remove those impurities, or to remove those intermediate which is not the final product, which are not the final products, we have to take care of by predicting it before, or we have to use another method to remove those intermediates. Next is chemical methods used in manufacturing process, then defects in the process in the manufacturing. So when we do the manufacturing of the pharmaceutical substance, we need to take accurate amount of the substance which are required in that process, and we have to do the addition at the particular time, and if we miss the quantity, or if we miss the addition or the timing, then there is a chance that formation of byproduct which can be considered as an impurity. Then there is a micro manufacturing hazards. One is arbitrary inclusion of microorganisms. Then in the manufacturing process, if you are using the raw material and which is actually already contaminated with the microorganisms, or if it is kept it open and microorganisms have attacked on it, then in the process of manufacturing, those microorganisms may be included into that process, and it may affect on the final products. And then another is cross contamination. So these are the process which actually can generate the impurities in the manufacturing process. So next is condition of storage. So careless storage. We require, while storing the compound, we require proper maintain temperature. We require place, which is whether it will be cool or dry place. We cannot store the material which required a dry condition and the material which is required cool condition in the same place. We have to take care, we have to differentiate the material with its condition, whether it required at particular temperature. Suppose it required temperature below 10, we have to store that material at that temperature, and if it required temperature which is 22 to 25, then we have to store the material at that particular temperature. Why we have to do is because if we don't store that material at that particular temperature, it may lose its activity, and it will start converting into the other material, or it will start reacting with the moisture if the moisture is present in that particular area. Then the filthy matter, if we keep it open, the material where pharmaceutical material where we are storing it, if we keep it open, then there are the chances that the other matter which comes in, which actually can be mixed with your main substance, and you may get the other product other than the pure compound. Then the effect of material, then we have to use good quality container material, so that material should not affect on your pharmaceutical substance. Then another thing is chemical changes of the product. So if we choose to store it for longer period of time, we have to check the stability of that compound. If we don't check the stability of that compound, there are the products which actually starts altering its chemical structure, and also it starts changing its chemical properties. Then we have to take care of those things to maintain its stability and avoid the impurities. And then another thing is physical alteration. Physical alteration is in this process, if it can happen knowingly or unknowingly. If we don't do the labeling of the material which is stored, or by mistaken or unknowingly if we select the wrong material and use it for the pharmaceutical preparation or the manufacturing process, then this type of alteration occurs. Next is environmental conditions or the atmospheric conditions. We have to check the atmospheric conditions. If in the summers we don't get temperature increases to more than 36 to 37 degrees Celsius, and if the storage condition requires 25 degrees Celsius, then we have to maintain that temperature inside the room where we have storing the material. Or in the rainy season there is a growth of fungus in the material, so we have to keep the place dry, so we have to take care of those things, otherwise there are chances that impurities may occur in the final product. Then the packaging errors and the adulteration. Adulteration is deliberate adulteration, which is actually used, or this process is used for the reduce the cost of reduce manufacturing cost and get the more profit. But this process, adulteration process, may have the many side effects, and it will have the impurities which are similarly to the chemical, similar to the final product other than the material. Next is effect of impurities. If impurities are present in the pharmaceutical substances, what will be the effect of it? If the impurity is toxic, then it will have a toxic effect on our body, and if the impurity is reacting with the active substance, then it may changes its therapeutic properties, and then also it can change the chemical properties of the products as well as the physical properties. It may change it will do the modification in its structure by attaching that impurities to the chemical moiety. It may change its color, odor, taste. Then if that impurity is present, it may not be compatible with the other material which is used in the formulation, and it may reduce the shelf life of the product. So if the impurities are present, we have to take care, we have to understand that impurities have a very toxic effects and the side effects on the human beings. So there are the process in the IP which prescribes the limits of impurities, and so that we perform the limit for the impurities or common impurities which are present. We perform the Loomis test and we identify what are the amount of impurity which is present and whether it is compatible with the final product or not. So today we understood what is impurity, what is the requirement that we required, what is the requirement that we should have a pure compound, and sources of impurities. So these are the references.